Alrighty, welcome back to the Silver Lantern Archives. This week we continue on with Infernal Temptation. Our party has just finished up with a little bit of a quest they've been on, but I'll let them tell you what's been happening to them and why they all hate me. Anybody want to take it up?
Ooh, I have a lot to say, but I can't remember
Go
honestly.
for it.
No. He said why they hate him, but I was making a joke.
Gotcha.
I can do it.
All right.
Well, go ahead,
Right.
Blue. Unless Mika, you
Well,
want to do it?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Last week, on the continued adventures through Alice in Evil Land, we managed to get a small rest after facing off against some evil gun-toting clowns, and kept moving through the facility in order to try and find a way out of this place, and also find those two child wizards that went MIA. We managed to find more enemies to fight, as well as those weird stringy golem things that keep splitting apart whenever we do enough damage to them. We kept trekking forward. My hand is still a plant, but thankfully it's now a regular hand, so I can actually shoot my crossbow properly. After much trekking, much fighting, and much annoying amounts of sparkles, we managed to get through the main room and get to the two kids. I don't know how much the Chaos God enjoyed this, because the last thing we all remember was, after getting the kids, is we were teleported to what looks like a long table for a tea party? We didn't really go that far. We didn't really get to know much, because that's about where the session ended last week.
What?
What? What do you mean, what?
You're out in front of the door back in the old hallway. What tea party
No,
are you
you
talking about?
You said we were looking at a long table with a smiling cat at the end of last session.
So I think that's a different campaign. I don't think that's what happened.
No, I distinctly remember
One
that. Look
moment.
at this.
Blue,
We
hang
got
on.
portaled. We had here.
Blue, hang on. Alrighty, we've double checked it. They are in front of the mithril door out in the cavern, not at a Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter's table, luckily. Boy, I'm gonna write that down.
Oh, please, God, please no.
Okay, I gotta double check my campaign. I gotta double check my campaign. What the hell did I think of that?
I don't know, man. You do weird things. But that will bring us back as the party is picking themselves off the floor. What will the party do?
I'm thinking. Give me a second.
I'm still unconscious.
Yes,
Wait,
Kaelen
what?
is still
Why are
unconscious.
you unconscious?
They got knocked out during the fight.
I'm fucking getting them up.
How are you getting them up?
I'll step on their back and cast Cure Wounds on them.
Are you?
Let the party healer take a look at them and make sure they're okay.
Ellie, you look over. You're going to help the injured Kaya who went down towards the end of the combat. And you see a Darmelian step onto this boy's back, or girl, sorry. Do something with their hands to cast Cure Wounds, and it runs down their body and through their feet.
Let's just stop and just stare at him. And he just goes, Vermilion! It crosses her arms. No! Over here! And she points at the ground in front of her.
What'd I do?
Add socially awkward robot man. Here.
You see the
Kronos.
elven woman walks up to you. You know her name to be Nymira. She hands you something, Ellie.
I look at the thing she hands me.
It's a squirt bottle filled with water.
She just looks at her with the brightest smile and says, "You're brilliant," and just goes back to pointing at the floor and just looking expectantly at Darmelion.
What's that for?
As soon as you get to her, she sprays you in the face with the bottle.
Stop! Was that entirely necessary?
Yes. And she's just gonna poke your forehead with one finger. It's like, when we heal people, we do it nicely. Like this. She's gonna walk over to Kaya. First of all, look her over to make sure there isn't anything super, super wrong with her, so she doesn't heal anything wrong.
You do see Kaya is starting to stir after getting 9 points of healing from Darmelian. Kaya, your back feels weird. You feel like an elephant just stepped on you.
We are.
Kaya's just gonna immediately step up, and she's gonna like massage the small of her back and just gonna go. Did that bullet wound come out the back of my fucking spine? What was that?
Don't worry about it. Ellie's gonna put her hand on Kaya's shoulder and use her last spell slot she has to. Come on. Your wounds.
God damn! But thanks. Feeling better already, but I'll probably feel just a bit better, even more better. Right after I'm done picking fucking clown bits out of my teeth. Where is that fucker?
I don't think the clowns came with us.
They turn out to be cowards and run from us. But now we've found the two wizards. So let's get them back to the let's heal them up and get them back to the hall.
Hi.
Ellie's gonna go over and start looking over the wizard that gave her the squirt bottle.
Angel,
Like medical exam kind of thing.
as you look around, you see Namira is still standing next to you. However, over near Reverie, there are two individuals y'all don't recognize. One of them being Rindor, the other twin, but the other one's just another dude. He looks very confused as to why he's there or how he got there. He looks to be of elvish descent, short, messy black hair, and kind of raggedy leather clothes. Or not leather clothes, leather armor with old cloth traveler's gear underneath.
Can we get an image?
It's already in there, yeah.
Oh.
It is at the bottom of artwork.
Okay.
Would
What's his
assume
name?
that Reverie sees this individual first.
He's standing next to him, and I don't know what Reverie's up to, but when y'all look over there, he's just kind of standing there being confused.
Hi, you, got a name?
Kaelen. Where am I?
Reverie's just gonna start like pointing around. Up, down, left, right, everywhere? And nowhere. Hi.
We're fuck. What's this? Shit. What city are we at again?
Baldur's Gate.
That's right. Shit. We're in a cavern below Baldur's Gate, I believe.
Or at least we were. But then some fucky wucky stuff happened, and now we're here.
Hence the up, down, everywhere, and nowhere. I'm not
There's also the
entirely
whale.
sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if you're actually here, and Reverie will go up and like attempt to poke his forehead.
It's solid. Reverie, can I get a perception check real quick?
Yeah. No.
He
Apparently
seems
not.
real, and you kind of get lost in his eyes for a moment as they are a very strange kind of slate gray that seems to draw you in a little bit.
Reverie will blink a bit and like force herself to pull away.
when Reverie pulls away, Ellie's gonna like pop up seemingly out of nowhere in between the two of them, and she just looks up to the guy as like, "Follow my finger." She's doing the thing that you do to check people's eyes.
He does. He seems... motor function seems fine. He just looks confused. Can I get a perception
she's
check
going-
from you?
Yes, you
Eliana.
can. Perception. Come on, cleric. Do cleric things. Apparently, we're not doing cleric things.
Nope. You also get distracted by the eyes.
Don't you have guidance?
I do.
I'm going to like. Can I try something?
You can always try something. You have to cast guidance ahead of time.
Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot. But
So
she
I-
will.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, she'll just she's gonna make a flower from her stuff of flowers and just like tuck it behind his ear, and then go and do the same check to the other wizard twin.
Fair. You can see Arindor is kind of watching this with an amused smirk. But Reverie, you and Gia? Or it's Gia, right?
Yeah, Gia.
Gia, okay. I never remember how to pronounce your name. Gia, both see him look it down at this flower, just like, what the fuck do I do with this?
I am going to ask them. So, what's your name, stranger?
Kaelen.
While Gia says that, Reverie will point like to her ear, like, "Hey, put it in your hair," type of thing.
Okay, Cece, what'd you say?
Kaelen.
Kaelen?
Mm-hmm. Kaelen.
Kaelen, okay. Can I make that perception check as I'm examining him?
No. You would not have the relevant information. But as he does, he hands the flower over to you, Reverie. I don't think it'd match my aesthetic, unfortunately.
Well, she'll take it and put it in her hair.
It gives
What do
you
you
a thumbs up.
Good.
So we're under Baldur's Gate. How did we get down here? I remember being on the rooftops last I was running.
Do you were you taken by anyone or knocked out, attacked?
Not that I remember.
What were you running from?
Oh, I was delivering a message.
You?
Mm,
And she'll like slide closer.
private information, unfortunately. Can't tell.
Boring.
You know how they do it when they get those kind of messages. Lovers jilted and whatnot. I don't want to get murdered by a noble.
Fair, but still boring.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we should get out of here. Here, I seem to remember last time we were here, there was a tidal wave of underwater zombies or something.
You
That was
see
pretty brutal.
Rindor looks around. I don't see any zombies now. No necromantic
they
energy
haven't
either.
Well, they haven't when you touch the water. So how about we just not, try to tempt fate like that.
If we were where we came down in the first place, did you touch the very obviously cursed water?
I
No.
didn't, but one of these people did.
No, I did not.
Ellie just looks down at her hands.
Reverie just puts her hands up like, undo it. Undo it.
Both twins immediately change. They seem very meek and very tired at the moment. They immediately change almost personalities as they both snap on to Ellie, who seems to be the one thinking that they did, and they immediately move over to her and start looking over her hands. Nymira starts trying to comfort Ellie as much as she can, while Rindor is very quickly chanting a magic spell.
Well, I'll go get the boats ready.
Going on? There's nothing wrong with me.
Were you the one that touched the water?
I mean, yeah, but look, on the way over here, there was a boat. By the way, is the boat that we came on, is it still here?
Still sitting
Okay,
there.
cool. Yeah, we came on the boat, and under the water there were these bodies, and I was scared that they were trapped in there, and we couldn't figure out how to open the door. So I tried touching the water, and then boom.
Yes, unfortunately, the water is laced with immense amount of necrotic energy. At least it was back at the lake, not so much over here. So we need to make sure it didn't flow into you and cause any damage. If it is, it'll be a simple check in with one of the churches to get it looked at and overwritten to make sure there's no lasting damage.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she just lets them do their thing.
They are being meticulous. Rendor traces one circle, lets it go through, chases it again. He checks it 3 times before moving on to the next fella and doing that as well.
Oh my god.
I mean, the only things they see on her hands, I think, are the burn scars.
What is the party doing while these 3 are, or those 3 are
I
doing that?
am keeping myself busy by getting the boats ready.
How are you getting them ready?
CC, I'm doing busy work. That's what I'm doing.
I know that, but what are you actually doing to the boats? Because they're not tied off. There's no paddles or anything. They're just boat. So you're just getting in the boat and sitting in it?
I am getting dust off it. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, you're dusting the non-dusty boat. That's fair.
Listen, man, I'm doing busy work. That's all I got.
Darmelian, what are you up to?
Question: Is my hand still the disgusting plan?
No, it's absolutely normal.
Oh, thank God I don't have to cut this thing off. That's good. I can't make prosthetics yet. All right, I basically just go and just do cast mending to fix up Kronos to patch up his dents and damage. It
Okay.
takes like a couple minutes. So.
Yeah, I believe that if when you cast Mending, it effectively uses hit die for him.
No, it does 2d6.
I think there's a limited amount of times you can do it, is there not?
No, that's repair. Mending I can cast anytime I want. It's just mending has a 10-minute casting time, so I can't do it in combat.
Mending has a 1-minute casting time, doesn't it?
Oh, I thought it was 10 minutes. I must have restarted the spell.
Let me look.
Either way, not a spell you can do in combat.
Yes, absolutely not. Yeah, Mending's a 1-minute cast time.
Yeah, so I'll just spend the time casting mending, and then I'm just polishing off any of the. I basically say, I hate fake garbage.
And now my computer's broke again. Come on. But yeah, it takes about a minute per casting of that. And Kaya, what are you up to?
That's a very good question. Let's see. So just to double check, currently we're like right next to the boats, right?
Yeah, you're next to the boats and the big door y'all first came through.
Okay. And there's nothing else really of note, at least in this chamber.
Not particularly.
Okay. I would say Kaya is honestly just keeping guard, just watching the main door, the main entrance.
You mean the entrance or the exit? Because the door's the entrance to where you went. The way y'all came was down the tunnel.
I would say she's like looking back the way she came, that we came in. That way, she's just making sure we're not being followed.
The horde of zombies, yeah. Alrighty. So, back to Reverie and Eliana. After a little while, Eliana, you see the twins do confirm. It looks like there's at least some necrotic curse, but it looks relatively weak. Shouldn't be more than a hand wave for a priest. At least with one with the proper training.
That's strange. I don't feel any different. Wait, does she feel any different?
No,
Yeah, I don't feel any different.
that doesn't surprise me. You hear from the girl, Namira. She informs you, oh, it's a relatively trace amount at the moment, but given enough time, it would build up and overtake your body, leading to developing rots and curses, and upon death, you would likely turn into some kind of undead.
Oh, that's not great.
But it's easy enough to deal
I'm
with.
sure we could figure it out. Yeah, figure it out when we get back. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, you don't have to worry. The amount of it takes, it's going to be years before it fully manages to do those kind of things.
Just kind of gives them both a very happy thumbs up. Well, thank you.
You see
That is-
Nymera gives you the same thumbs up, while Rindor just gives a nod.
And Ellie's gonna skip over. She's going to attempt to link one arm each with each of the wizard twins and kind of like walk them over to where the boats are. Come on, let's get you home.
Nymera does. Rindor follows with his hands in his pockets.
To save Ellie embarrassment, Reverie will link arms very quickly. Nothing happened.
There is one thing before Reverie, before you go up, you see Kaelen lean down. Looks like she's having a rough day, and this might be better for coming from a friend, so try giving her some of these. As he hands you a small, colorful pouch.
Is this another one of your secret things I'm not allowed to look at, or can I look at this one?
Oh, no, they're just sweets.
Are these gonna explode? Because last time you gave me things, they exploded.
I don't remember giving you anything else, but the orange ones are a little spicy.
Reverie is gonna like give him like a suspicious look, but not and go over to Ellie and just kind of put the candies in her hand and then link arms.
Wait, who's this? Who's talking to her?
That was Kaelen.
Right, Kaelen, right, the new guy we just got, right.
Yay.
Ellie is going to smile at the sweets and then smile at Reverie and pop one of them in her mouth.
Do you look at what color it is?
What? How many pieces of candy are there? What colors are there?
Orange and pink.
She will pop the pink one in her mouth.
It is the sweetest thing you have ever tasted. Dark chocolate surrounding a very strawberry-esque core.
Yum.
Can I have one of those orange ones?
She'll hand the orange one back to Reverie.
She will have an orange one. I like spice.
You pop it in, and yet again, you get that start of a deep, rich chocolate. But after a couple seconds, you start to feel it heat up as your entire body starts to feel like you've been standing on the beach in the sun. Not like to burn, but that nice warmth after being in the shade for too long.
Reverie just hums happily.
At this point, Kaya would be sniffing the air very loudly, and she just sort of like scents the candies.
I mean, you can see the bag with the candies in them. They're not hiding them.
Yeah. And then she's gonna be coming over, and she's just sort of like, hands behind her back. She's kind of eyeballing it, but she's failing to be like slick about it, to be subtle about it.
Here. And Ellie's gonna reach in and take another one and like throw it towards Kaya, not like throw it at her, like for her to catch.
Yeah, she would be holding it, and then she'd just say like, "Oh no, I really shouldn't," and then she'll immediately pop it into her mouth.
Do you get a pink or an orange one?
Well, Ellie
Also-
just like reached and picked one out and threw it at her, so I don't know which one.
Roll
was the
the
pink one.
dice. Roll the. Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
It's more likely to have a pink. There's only a couple orange ones in there.
fair. They tend to always hide the orange ones.
Yeah.
Rude.
But you get the sweet strawberry taste, Kaya.
Oh. Mm. And this is like dark chocolate too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kaya, she'll just you would see a very like surprised expression, like pleasantly surprised as she'll swallow and just say, "I'm going to be completely honest. Wasn't sure if that was going to straight up kill me. Glad it didn't, but it tasted pretty good."
Same. Worth the risk. Thank you.
Well, for
Where
me,
did you
it's
get
extra
these
dangerous
from?
on a cat.
She was shouting thank you back to. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. I'm shit at
Kaelen?
names. Yes. And at Ellie's question, she'll point back to him.
I will just give him a big smile, a wave, and like a thank you.
He gives a thumbs up.
She keeps leading the two girls to boats, hoping to be able to get the Wizard Twins back to where they need to be.
You see, as y'all are starting to load on the boat, when y'all were first coming this way, y'all were a little tightly packed on the boat itself, and y'all are finding that you probably won't be able to fit everybody on the boat this time without knocking the boat over. And with what you know about the boat, that is a dangerous proposition. You know about the water, anyway.
How about I guess we should some of us just split up in halves so that it's easier to get through. I'll stay here. Who wants to stay with me?
Well, there's no need. We'll just pull up another boat. Chain should be around here somewhere.
I'm sorry, what?
You hear from Rendor. Yeah, that's how we got the first one.
You can just call up a boat?
It's not really
Like
call
a-
up. It's more the pull up. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. As you see, he starts to look around carefully, moving his hands through the air. He looks like he's a bit of a blind man walking through the dark. Or I guess it doesn't really matter if he's dark. He just looks like a blind man walking around.
I'm making sure he doesn't walk into the water.
No, he doesn't go anywhere near the water. He's on the edge, but he's not walking towards it. After about a minute or two, he does find it. Oh, here it is. Hey, guy, come help me with this. Alrighty. They both meet together, and then they look like they start mining, pulling on a rope.
Huh.
Ellie's just kind of watching with bated breath, looking between in awe and just really impressed.
It's a really
look
good
like they're
axe.
struggling at all, or
No, not really. Because, I mean, they're not actually pulling on anything. They're just miming, as far as you can tell. It's a good
Reveries gonna
mime,
go
though.
over and attempt to help.
I'm watching. I'm just like Ellie right now. I'm just like waiting with bated breath. I'm fucking confused. Like, what do you mean you can pull up another fucking boat?
As you do you try to reach out for where their hands are?
Yeah, I'm trying to mimic their things, and to avoid embarrassment, if I don't grab anything, just gonna mime.
Your hand goes through whatever they seem
We're
to be
miming.
holding. Yeah.
We're miming.
Roll
Nothing's
me a
happening.
deception.
Okay.
That's amazing, though.
Y'all see Reverie starts to pull, and they're doing a great job because y'all see that they make a slip up and their hand goes too far, but they immediately pull up and go, nobody saw that, and they start pulling about half an inch over where the others' hands are.
Ellie's going to turn to the rest of the group standing there and just be like, don't say anything.
I'm gonna chuckle. I'm gonna chuckle under my breath a little bit. Oh my fuck.
Kaya is just gonna watch them miming, doing these like hand motions. She's gonna try to mime holding a foot-long sandwich, and try to bite it.
You get air.
Oh.
Ellie's gonna hand her another candy.
Thank you, but it's not a foot-long hoagie.
What now?
She'll pop the chocolate into her mouth.
Oh, do you like sandwiches? You hear from Kaelen.
Yes.
He pulls out a sandwich.
I
It looks like
fucking
a
love
very
you.
well-made sandwich. You can see crisp lettuces, a tantalizing tartar sauce. I think it's tartar sauce. Some nice deli meats, and a rich, crackly bread.
Kaya is just gonna like her eyes are just widening as she's just looking at this man, and she'll immediately turn towards Reverie and just say, "Where the fuck did you pull this guy from?"
Reveries gonna start miming pulling him.
You're now turning
Here?
to try to mime him, pulling him over?
Yes, why not?
That's amazing. Is he gonna go along with it?
Please, please.
He doesn't notice it at first, because he's still talking with Kaya. But then suddenly, Kaya, you notice his hips kind of shift. He's like, what the fuck? And then Reverie gives another tug, and he kind of stumbles, like, what the fuck?
Reverie just looks wide-eyed and then pulls really hard.
He is going to get yanked off of his feet, and he is going to collide with Ellie. Ellie, I need an athletics check.
Oh god.
Son of a bitch.
Oh. Oh, I'm getting knocked on my ass.
You get knocked into Reverie after he collides with you.
Reverie's just
Oh
gonna
god, I'm
start
so
laughing.
sorry.
Just catch her. You're fine. It's totally intentional.
Oh, okay. And she laughs, kind of embarrassed.
On the other side, you see Gia, the water is starting to ripple.
Okay, guys, we need to get going now. Seriously. Hey, I don't know what you guys are doing, but the water's starting to ripple and move. It's I think maybe the zombies might come back. Who knows?
They're
Wait,
not
hold on,
zombies,
I'm
no worries.
It might just be the boat.
Or are we still continuing to move the boat? Or get the boat?
The two wizards are still doing that, yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we got that done. I don't know if you guys are looking at the campaign table chat, but I just had a Charlie horse in my calf. I am good now, and I was not paying attention for like a solid minute there.
That's fine.
You're good. The Kaya, after hearing the urgency, Kaya will like just hold a sandwich in her mouth as she'll go over to behind the wizards, and she'll mime also trying to like yank on whatever chain they're pulling.
You as well feel nothing.
Dow.
But the rippling starts to get more and more aggressive, as if something is pulling up out of the water. And after a little bit more tugging, you see a boat slide up out of the dark depths to neatly land next to the other one. There we go. Wasn't too hard. It was a bit deeper from this side, a bit longer pulling, but we still managed to get it.
That's amazing.
How did you know to do that?
Well, when we were on the other side, it took a while for us to figure out how to get across the lake, but we did manage to find the traces that covered the chains. They're mostly in the ethereal plane, but once you figure out how to properly move them over, you can interact with them.
Ooh, be honest. And Reverie's gonna like lean in a bit. How long did it take for you to figure out the door?
He kind of looks down. It took me about an hour, but I didn't actually figure it out. Namira just asked it to open.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Reverie
Yeah, we
figured
got
it
you
out
guys.
so quick. It was awesome.
I thought it was going to be more like a password or something. I was thinking some kind of complex ritual, and she went with one she heard in a story, which was Open Sesame.
Oh.
Yeah, I just knocked and said hello, and it answered, and I was like, cool.
You see, as he says Open Sesame, you hear the door start grinding. He says, "Not you! Shut up!" And the door goes, "Oh," and closes.
What?
Sorry,
Oh,
door.
Door.
that fucker talks?
You speak.
Okay, I think we should get on the boats now.
I think we should too.
Me and Kronos move on to the boats.
Reverie's gonna get onto one of the boats and kind of wave her hands at the door. Bye, door. Thank you for being so nice.
The door remains ever so silent. But you do notice your bag suddenly feels a little heavier.
Mine?
Yes,
I'm a look.
you see in your bag is a parcel. Brown paper surrounded by neatly woven twine.
Can I do the rogue thing and check it for traps first?
Yep. Roll me a wisdom thieves tools.
Wait, what?
14.
You don't see any traps. It just seems to be made of basic paper. It feels like there's a box inside of it, probably cardboard or something similar, something to give the box structure. But it just seems to be neatly wrapped. You don't see any bulges, anywhere you'd really be able to hide a trap on this, unless it was magical in nature.
I would like to open it.
You undo the twine and you open up the paper as you see there is a box inside. And you open that up and you see a nice cake inside that says, written in very strange lettering, the words, "Farewell and thanks for all the fish."
Reverie's gonna show it to everyone.
None of it is spelled right either.
That's so
Is that from
nice.
Pippin?
I think it's from the door. It's really important to be nice to inanimate objects. Have
Hey,
you
Poochie.
heard what happens if you misbehave with technology?
Oh, what happens?
Murder.
Pippin is
What?
near us, right?
Oh yeah, Pippin is currently just twirling around in the air.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure on that.
Back to being a dragon instead of a whale.
That's good.
Anyways, I guess we shove off and get going.
But you see both the Wisp Twins jump on one boat, and Kaelen waits for the rest of the party to get on the boats so he can figure out where he needs to be. As there are two boats waiting for you.
Ellie's gonna follow Reverie onto the same one that she's on.
She climbed into whatever one didn't have a person in it.
So you're in the other
Yeah.
one across from Rendor and Nydia.
Cool.
So for the rest of
I
y'all,
just
whose boat are y'all going to join? Are y'all going to join the Wisp Twins, or are you going to join Reverie and Ellie?
I'll join Ellie and Reverie.
I'll join the twins.
Okay. And then for
Whoever-
Darnell?
Me and Kronos will join the twins.
Okay.
Whoever joins Ellie and Reverie will just like wave happily at them.
Kaelen is going to end up joining Ellie, Reverie, and Kaya, I think? Or no, it was Gia.
Mhm.
As he is going to set down, Pippin is going to go land with the twins. As soon as everybody's on the boats suddenly shove off, moving into the deep, dark water once again. people of the party like to do as the boats begin to sail? As you know, you have quite a distance to go.
I turn to the people on my boat. It's like, well, how about a stand-up comedy routine while we wait?
Oh, fun! Ellie's gonna sit cross-legged on the floor and look up at Gia.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Okay, out of game. I only have one of these jokes prepared because so this is. I will just pretend I have more later on. Anyways, here's the one I have. Now, what's a word you would say in a spooky month that starts with B?
Boo-tober.
Ah, you scared me.
Oh, I get it.
And at that point, Shia just starts fucking cracking up at his own joke.
Rubber just stares blankly at Gia.
You hear Kaelen in the back. I got one if you're interested.
Okay.
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
Why?
They prefer holy armor.
Nice.
And I just keep doing shitty jokes like that the entire time, by the way.
There is another one from him that he adds. He only adds the two of them. What do you call a party made of orcish bards?
What?
An orchestra. But those are the only two
Oh, that's funny.
he manages to add. The rest of them go to Gia. But is the party wanting to do anything else as they travel? Because they've got a long hour of sailing ahead of them.
Oh, it's would this count as a short rest?
Yeah, you're not doing anything. You're just big chilling.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if we're gonna be an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a hit dice.
Ellie's gonna try very hard to think of a joke and is
Holy
not gonna
shit.
be able to think of one.
Look at you go.
Yeah,
Get all that HP back.
thank God. Now we do math. What's 19 plus 15? It's 34.
Ellie will
It's-
probably turn to Alan at some point. Be like, so you were real confused to be here. What's the last thing you remember?
As I said, I was delivering a message. A letter. Up in Baldur's Gate.
Who were you delivering the letter to?
As I said, I can't say, unfortunately. Privacy matters, and, well, you'll like their privacy when delivering letters.
Ooh, could you show us the letter?
No, that's still a breach of privacy.
I mean, like, you could just, cover the name with, like, your finger.
That goes
Guys.
directly against the privacy rules that I
Guys,
took
stop trying to break the law. For
But what if it's
Christ.
like a love letter?
Oh, Jesus Christ, guys.
And we definitely shouldn't read it. That's super private.
Yeah, but like, aren't you curious? What if it's like a rendezvous?
Guys.
And we wouldn't
We
want to
sh-
interrupt them.
You don't want to go and check it out?
No.
Two people meeting up to, be all lovey-dovey. No.
Fun.
Lovely, Dovey. Most call that courting.
Or fucking.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go with that. Yeah.
Ellie's face is going to turn bright red and she's just going to cover her face.
Whatever people do is what they do, or who they do.
None of our business, although I do love to be a gossip.
Which is exactly why I can't tell you, unfortunately.
Oh
Gossip's
no, I
always
completely
fun,
understand.
but I am bound by the Adventure Society to make sure I keep the laws.
Do as you will. It's still not fun, but like I completely understand.
And you are right for doing this. These people would definitely tell literally everybody.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely.
They,
Especially if it has something to do with sex. Then everyone would know.
Jesus Christ.
Ellie just squeaks and covers her face even more.
Jesus Christ, you're turning her Ellie red. Red, you can
You
chill.
people,
Should
you
we be a
people
little
are
less crass?
Kaya is just gonna look at Ellie and just go, yeah, I think you had one too many of those strawberry ones.
Oh, yeah, no, that's it. That's totally it. Yes, I ate too many chocolate. So much chocolate.
Rev-
Mm.
Reverie's gonna lean in and poke Ellie's cheek before whispering, "You blushing?"
What? No, I'm not blushing. You're blushing. I'm not blushing. You're blushing. See? And she's just gonna point at your face.
Reverie's face is completely normal colored. And she just smirks knowingly.
Dearie, I'm pretty sure you are blushing.
Relax, it's cute.
She goes back to covering her face.
There. And she just kind of pats Ellie's head.
Ellie's
Jesus.
now bowl on the floor. It's like, I'm not here. Just ignore me.
Jesus Christ, you're making her think gay thoughts.
What happened to everyone's fine to love whoever?
What? No,
What?
of course. Yeah. Ellie's a bowl on the floor covering her face.
What if it's a sappy love poem?
Again,
You really
not
are
us.
obsessed, aren't you?
I mean, I'm mostly just well. If you think about it, I'm not actually asking him. I'm just thinking aloud. That's not against the law, right? And it should be turning to ask Kaelen.
You can speculate all you want. I just can't tell you anything.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my silence has been bought.
Oh, that's completely fair. I'm more than content to just pretend that you're carrying a really shitty love letter between nobles.
Reverie's gonna smirk and kind of tilt her head. And how much exactly does your silence cost? Mine is around 100 gold.
Well, it depends on what I'm being silenced for. If it's just delivering a letter and not mentioning it, that's not too much. It's just delivering a letter.
Interesting. I think you and I are gonna get along fine.
He's gonna look down at Ellie. And look back up at Reverie. I'm
She's
sure we'll
fine,
figure
don't worry
things
about it.
out.
Reverie's gonna give a wink and like put her finger to her lips and at the same time wrap her arm around Ellie.
You mean the ball that's on the ground?
Mm-hmm. It's my ball, okay? It's a very cute ball.
But is there
Discuss this
anything
in a basketball.
anything else that the party would like to do during their trip?
Yeah, she might make a better footrest than a ball. I say to Reverie.
Reverie
Ellie.
gives him like an actual glare. Try it. I dare you. And then she smirks.
Okay. I try it.
Are you putting your feet on Ellie?
I might be.
I'm gonna do an immediate reaction to try to like kick him off. Like gently. Like I don't want to hurt the man, but also like no.
I got mixed signals there. I was there. I was willing to try it.
Fair.
You see, Kaelen is gonna give a raised eyebrow, but not say anything. Is there anything going on in the other boat? With Darmelian, the twins, and all of them?
I think I'm there too.
I'm really just listening. He's just listening around. He's not really doing much. He's just kind of like focused.
What you focused on?
Mainly just like staring down the boat and wanting to be out of this place. He He likes arcane magic. He doesn't. He clearly seems not like Fey or chaos magic.
You mean wild magic?
Well, well, when I say chaos magic, I mean more like magic that is chaotic and uncontrollable, but which could be wild magic, but it's mainly just like people who don't know how to control their shit.
So yeah, wild magic.
That or just crappy sorcerers or bards.
That sounds racist to wild magic users.
Uh,
Huh?
I'm not. I
What do
can't
you
hear
mean?
you. I'm not in the
Okay.
boat. I can hear you.
No, the boats are sailing right next to each other. Y'all can hear each other just fine.
Oh,
What do you mean a race? They're not a race of people. They're just some people, unfortunately, stuck with the chaotic magic they can't control.
Since I'm on the same boat as Darmillion, I assume Cronus is like literally just sitting right next to you.
Pretty much.
Kai is just gonna like kind of glance over at your robot and just kind of go, so what's the deal with your top hat wearing friend there?
Oh. My studies as an artificer allow me to create an automaton to assist me in battle or just in generally in life. But unfortunately, I could not get him to work properly. I could not get the right power source.
Hmm.
I eventually managed to use some clock pieces to create a pseudo heart for him and turned him into who he is now. The style is more just to appease and not freak out regular people. Most places you walk in with an automaton, it looks like he's ready to kill something. You tend to get the guards on you. One dressed as a gentleman is less conspicuous and less likely to attract too much unwanted attention.
I'm going to be completely frank. Yeah, that just about answered every one of my questions, and all of them involved the fashion, his fashion sense, actually.
Honestly, it's more. It took like it involves going through a lot of garbage bins in El Turel and casting a lot of mending as well as paying someone to do some stitch work to make it look less grody. You can see like there were like small bits and patches where like things were patched together. So like from a distance it looks fine, but up close you can see like several seams where things were repaired or reattached.
Well, I'm certainly not one to judge on appearances. And the Kaya would be saying this as she's just like picking her teeth while like just like nonchalantly manspreading on the boat. But that's certainly a cool hobby you have there, at least.
Yeah, I had to design something. I've tried to study the arcane magic before, but I have some abilities, but wizardry still takes a lot for me to fully understand.
Well, don't look at me. Never had the patience for that kind of shit.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was. I kind of wish I was like sorcerers. They get things pretty done pretty easily.
So, is that it for this group?
Yep.
Alrighty. Then y'all manage to make it the entire hour, finishing y'all's long rest without too much trouble. The twins seem to be taking turns resting. Nymira's the first one to lay down sit down and lean against the edge of the boat and start to rest. Well, her brother Rindor keeps at the front of the boat, keeping his eyes forward the entire time. But eventually you'll reach the other bank where y'all first left to cross the lake, and you are able to step off. You actually still see your own boot prints in the dust on the or in the sand along the beach edge.
Do we happen to know how long we've been
You have no
on this
idea.
mission?
For y'all, y'all have had one long rest of 2 days, pretty much.
Oh, we had a long rest right now?
No, not right now. I think y'all had one while y'all are in the other world, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah.
No, we had a short rest in the other world.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
never had a long rest.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm misremembering that.
Yeah, we only had a short rest in that room with the dolls on the ceiling.
I thought y'all were talking about a long rest. I just couldn't remember if y'all did or not. But
We will hopefully get one soon.
y'all are able to come back up, and after some wanderings, going back through the tunnels in which y'all first brought y'all down here, y'all all do find your way all the way back up to the city. You can see it is just as busy as it always is. People moving this way and that way. There's still a high amount of stress in the air. People are still spooked. And you can see by the sun, it is currently getting close to setting.
Reverie, you're the one that led us down towards where the sewers were. Do you think you'd be able to get us back to the Adventure Society?
Probably.
Alright. We follow Reverie. She's gonna start following Reverie.
Sounds good.
As y'all are starting, you see River, you start down a path, taking in a shortcut alleyway, and as you're going, you notice Kaelen actually starts to scamper up the side of one of the buildings, quickly finding a ladder, moving towards the rooftops. Do you say anything?
Sorry, I kind of spaced for a second.
Kaelen is climbing a ladder towards the rooftops.
Any reason why you're doing that, buddy?
Well, I mean, it's the only way to get around in any decent amount of time.
You could just walk in the streets like everyone else.
Yeah, and everybody else takes hours to get anywhere.
That is a good point. Mind helping me up?
He offers a hand down.
She takes it.
He's able to get you up to the ladder. And you're able to climb up to the roof pretty easy.
Reverie kind of leans down to the party. Y'all coming?
Ellie's going.
Fuck it.
Fine. I jump up there.
Yep, so...
You just jump? Trying to jump full onto the next floor?
Okay, what I mean is, CC, I climb up there.
Okay.
There. Jump is just another way of saying it.
That's two very different actions. But Mika, go ahead.
How tall is this? Like, how big of a climb?
It's not too bad. He's only up on the second floor.
Can Ellie just face step next to him?
Yeah.
She hasn't used them. Alright, yeah. So instead she's just gonna face step next to him and just like smile and give a thumbs up.
Darmelian, you coming along? And is
Uh,
coming along.
yeah, Darmelian follows, bringing Kronos with him.
Question. Do the wizards need help?
No. You actually see they got up there before you did. You're not entirely sure when they did, but they're up there.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
And Kai, are you going up?
Oh, yeah.
And so everybody gets up. Do you know the way up here? You hear Kaelen speaking to Reverie.
Well, I tend to enjoy being up high. Not as familiar with it, so do you want to lead the way?
Yeah, easy enough. Adventure Society shouldn't be too far.
Teach me tricks?
Sure. He looks at the party, specifically lingering on Darmelian and Eliana. Are y'all any good at free running?
And what now?
Kind of. Why are we free running? Some of us are in heavy armor.
So?
You clearly don't understand how weight works.
Actually, I do. I have a number of different friends who do this in heavy armor.
I mean,
Like
I've never
psychopaths.
tried before, but I'm willing to try. Just show me what to do.
We'll take the easy paths then. Come on. He starts to jog across the rooftops.
Ellie's gonna jog after him. She's
Bubby
gonna
will
give
follow
it the
too.
best shot.
Oh, bloody hell. All right, come on, Kronos. Follow them.
You see he is going to take a very winding path, preferring wider roofs and ones that are closer together so you're able to jump across relatively easy. But it's not too bad. Surprisingly, both of the mages are handling this relatively well. You can see Pippin flying through the air behind y'all, seeming to enjoy the wind. The worst one that comes to is when y'all find a much larger gap with a ladder spaced across the rooftops. He runs across it without breaking stride, but he does stop on the other side. I will need acrobatic checks from those that are following him. For those that are doing it a run like he did, you will have disadvantage. For those that take it at a normal pace, you'll be rolling normally. And if you get on all fours and crawl across, you'll have advantage.
Oh.
I'll be doing it normally. Why do I have blessed? So you see, ignore.
Just click it on and
minus
then click it off.
Yeah.
Would have been from when you had
Yes.
Emboldening Bond, probably.
Can
Yeah.
I use my inspiration to make the disadvantage normal?
That would be a hero point, not inspiration.
Oh, damn.
You can use your
Ah,
inspiration to get 2 hero points if you want, though.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so
take
it's
2 hero
at normal.
points and then roll it that
Cool.
way. Yeah. Reverie just flies across it, not a problem. The Kaya, were you taking it at a normal, or what were you doing?
I was crawling.
Okay, yeah, you're doing fine as well. The only one who struggles is Gia, who loses their balance, is on one of the rungs and starts to fall before suddenly, as you're going off, you know you're about 4 stories off the ground at this point as you get a good look at what's under you. And just as you're starting to fall, you feel something grab you by the front of the chest and rip you out of the air, tumbling across the rooftop on which the other party members are.
Who grabbed me?
Nobody. You just got yanked through the air. The same thing happens with Darmelian when he falls.
Get.
So you end up bouncing
Mario.
across the rooftops, but you do end up at the feet of the Wisp Twins, both of you.
Okay, they did it. Cool. Thank you for your help, little ones.
Thanks.
They're gnomes, aren't they?
No,
Stacey? I thought they were gnomes.
they're elves.
Never mind. Don't call them little ones then. I honestly thought they were gnomes.
I'll double check that, but I'm almost certain they were elves. Come on, load,
I thought they were
please.
human kids.
No, they're both Eladrin.
Yep, those are definitely fucking elves.
I don't think either of them are children either.
No.
Yep. Okay, hey, yeah, I don't say little ones. I legit thought they were gnomes. This might be a different campaign I'm remembering.
Why is it written that they're human? They should be elves.
I fucking roll 20 weird shit. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, they're definitely
Let's not talk
Eladrins.
about this.
Yeah, they're marked as human, but they are Eladrins. Something went weird with their sheets. Well, that was a bit of a tumble. Y'all ready to keep moving, or y'all want to head down to the streets where it's a bit safer?
Nah, let's keep going. And Gia just keeps going.
As well.
There's a nod, and Kaelen very easily leads y'all through. He doesn't even seem to be breaking a sweat, just keeping up a steady jog. Moving through the area as if he's walking through a park. It takes y'all about 40 minutes to cross some of the busiest parts of the city and get all the way to the Adventurix campus. And you'll end up finding another ladder and transitioning back onto the streets just outside the society.
Question: can I get down a different way from the ladder?
So you're just gonna jump?
Well, no. I was going to try to slow my descent with my pole arm.
I mean, you can. It won't do anything because you're 3 stories up when he comes down. You're actually more
Okay,
likely
just-
to impale yourself.
Fine, I take the ladder.
You could always free climb if you want to take that path.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. We're free climbing.
Okay, roll me athletics.
Ah, shit. I do acrobatics instead.
Nope, climbing is athletics.
Of course.
Cool. Is anybody else not taking the ladder?
I'll try to climb.
Okay. You're a tabaxi, yeah?
Eat.
Don't you have a climb speed?
They do.
Do I?
I think they do.
Could actually have climb speeds.
I'm gonna double check it, but I think you do.
Maybe that was an earlier version.
No, the newer version should have it too.
Really?
Is Darmelian just free climbing as well?
He attempts to.
Okay. Yeah, it's part of your cat claw ability. You have a climbing speed of 20 feet.
Oh, cat claw. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. 20 feet. Could I make it or?
What did you just roll?
Sorry, I was resetting the seed.
You rolled 777.
Yeah, I know. I
Alrighty.
rolled 71 D20s.
So Darmelian and Kronos make it about halfway before falling off. Gaia falls off pretty much at the start.
Yeah.
Gia, yeah. Gia is going to take a total of 10 bludgeoning damage as they slam into the ground.
Jesus Christ.
And Darmelian
Good.
and his partner take 6.
What is the closest way to get to the ground to where they are?
The ladder.
Closest and safest way to get to the ground. Ellie's going to very quickly climb down the ladder to try and get to the people that fell.
I'm good. I just get up. I'm not hurt at all. I'm good. Dust myself off. It starts walking towards the guild hall. I'm good.
Who are you
Okay.
trying to convince there, bud?
I'm good.
Ellie's going to go help Darmelian up.
He accepts and thanks you, though he doesn't need to go check on Kronos and fix him up later.
You
Need
see,
to work on his actuator climbing.
Kronos is a little dented in the face, his nose having turned flat. But he's, for the most part, otherwise okay.
Don't worry, Darmelian. I still think he's cool. Come on, let's do the rest of the way on the ground. Yeah?
Alright.
You'll see...
Ellie will walk Darmelian
Go
on
ahead.
the ground.
Yeah, everybody's on the ground at this point as y'all walk in through the front entrance and make y'all's way back into campus. It is at this point the Wisp Twins as well as Kaelen both say that they have to go check in elsewhere in the society, but y'all are going to seek out Emma.
Emma. She's a lady who first gave us our assignment, right?
Correct.
Cool.
I gave her a flower.
You give everyone a flower.
Yeah.
As y'all... Do y'all say anything to them as they head off?
Will we see you later?
I mean, I'm staying... Well, I guess my room. I'll need to get another inn. Damn. They're probably going to be mad at me. And I just shrug. I'll be looking for a new inn room.
I mean, good luck with that and try not to get knocked out again.
Not sure I ever did. Not really sure where I ended up or how I got there. It was mid-jump when suddenly I was with y'all.
Where do you
Sorry.
remember your jump being? Did we pass it on our way here?
No, it was further towards the inner city.
Would you do me a favor and draw, like, on a map? I'd like to investigate it later, make sure no one else falls in.
And I can just show you tomorrow.
Okay.
If you're free, that is, I guess.
Reverie will specifically look to Ellie first and then the rest of the party. Down to investigate?
Oh, I thought he was asking you out. Yeah, I'm down.
Huh?
What?
It did kind of sound like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
Reverie will turn her gaze back and raise a brow.
He's got the same brow raise.
you two could go. I'd probably go train or something.
Y'all do remember that the city is in a state of distress and all adventurers are being called on duty. Chances are the Wisp Twins and Kaelen don't know yet because they've been missing for an extended amount of time.
Well, I'm sure everyone can do whatever they want later, but we should go check in with Emma.
Yeah.
If you guys want to join us after you check in where you need to check in and stuff, just meet us outside after, okay?
Nymir is the one that nods. Alrighty, and then we can go find a new inn. We need to find one as well.
Sounds
Do
good.
be careful about that. It's a little bit of a disaster out there.
Oh, did something happen while we were investigating the door?
Oh yeah. Here. Get
Do note you
situated
are
first.
still out in the open before you say anything.
Yeah, get yourself situated first, then go talk to Emma. You probably gonna need to be debriefed.
You mean the Sunblade?
Yeah.
We don't usually work with her.
You know, just follow us. Trust me, it'll be better if you just follow us.
You hear from Rindor. Unfortunately, we need to go check in with our handler, so we'll have to catch up with you later.
Okay.
They'll
Well,
likely know too, if I had to guess.
yeah. Anyways, go check with them. We can't really talk about it out here.
You see both of the twins kind of furrow their brows, looking concerned before looking at each other, having some kind of silent discussion between the two of them before turning back. And then we'll meet here after we get done. Wait for us?
Yeah, that sounds. Let's meet inside the adventurers hall. It'd probably be better. You have a table, beer, food.
That would not be at the
Cookies.
campus.
Okay, out of character. Are you telling me that this adventurers guild does not serve beer?
It's not a guild. It's an adventurers society campus. It's where you get jobs and whatnot. All the adventurers then go to taverns and whatnot for that.
Okay.
You're effectively
Sure, okay.
walking into a business where you're doing all the getting quests and all of that stuff here. Gathering for work.
I'm sure we'll be able to find something on our way to looking for an inn. So we'll just meet right back here. And she's gonna kind of like point to the ground where we are. Right back here when we're all done. Sounds good?
There's a nod from the pair. And we'll be as quick as we can. We might get stuck in paperwork, though. Oh, not paperwork. You hear Rinder groan. I'd much rather just go do the magics again. I hate paperwork. Well, we have to do it either way. And they start to bicker between the two of them as they walk off. It is at that point Kaelen as well says his goodbyes as he needs to go inform the society of what happened and get another runner sent out with the letter that he has.
Have fun delivering that love letter.
I won't be delivering, unfortunately. I'm likely to be getting a earful. Oh, I hate debriefings.
Oh, see ya.
Got this. It's a big thumbs up and a smile.
He is going to jog off as well, leaving the party alone once again.
Well,
The-
team, I guess we may as well get back to Emma.
the moment he leaves, Kaya, her eyes are gonna widen with like horror. She just says like, "Wait, she's not gonna make us do paperwork, would she? Would she? No, she wouldn't."
I mean,
Reverie is just gonna pat their back. There.
That is usually the paperwork always falls to party lead to make sure they have a full written account of what happened.
Rolls to who?
Party lead.
ooh.
This is common knowledge, like we all know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not part of a party that has a party lead, everybody has to do their own debriefing. Paperwork.
I am so glad that we have such a capable and very skilled party lead like
Reverie will
you,
blow her crap.
Darmelian.
No. Oh no.
I don't think y'all are an official recognized party yet, so everybody would still be doing
Not.
paperwork.
Out of character, I don't think Darmelian should be party lead.
No,
Oh, he won't be. Do not worry.
he's an adventurer, but didn't really use it for much besides just collecting materials and stuff.
I'm so glad that we have such a great and capable party lead like you, Referee.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna offer. I really don't mind paperwork. I used to take care of it all the time. So.
See,
You have to do that.
exactly.
What the party lead consists of is you are the one that has to do the paperwork. They're the ones the guild usually works through. You're in charge of paying your party. You're in charge of keeping your party in line. And if your party gets in trouble, it falls on you as well.
Y'all are gonna behave, right?
No.
Y'all are gonna behave, please. And she gives a
promise not.
glare.
Okay, fine.
I promise not to immediately shoot someone in the face if that counts. If that counts.
Let me just say this, and she crosses her hands in front of her chest. If I get in trouble, you get a tenfold. Capiche?
What?
I ask
All
her
right.
to raise her hand.
Yes.
Hypothetically speaking, if we go out for drinks and, for lack of a better word, I end up using the outside world as a personal litter box, is that fine in your book?
Hypothetically speaking, I will just be the sober one and ensure your litter box is where it belongs in the bathroom. Understood? I will
Fair
take
enough.
care of you. And I will ensure if any of you vomit, I will mother you. Just don't piss me off, okay? Okay, great.
I whisper to Kaya, "Don't worry. Everybody uses the outside as a litter box when they're drunk."
Thank you.
Hey, Reverie?
Hmm?
She's kind of like whispering over to her as Gia speaking. If you're okay with it, I'll stick around. Help with the paperwork and stuff. And she smiles.
Reverie will smirk and kind of pat her head. I wouldn't have it any other way.
You guys do know we're not official party, so we're still gonna have to like all do the paperwork, right?
I will do all of your paperwork.
No, I'll file. I'll do my own paperwork. I'm not
Wait.
putting it onto you.
Just to double check, Ellie was whispering that to Reverie.
Just that she'll stick around and help out.
Shit, I probably didn't hear them.
And you were like, but you were specifically whispering that, so none of us could hear.
Sorry, what?
Were you specifically whispering that?
Yeah, to Reverie. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, will the party be looking for Emma's office specifically, or will y'all be going to talk to one of the desk workers?
We'll talk to the desk workers. Say, hey, we just finished up our job. We were told to come back to Emma afterwards. That's what we were told, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Emma's currently a little busy, so I'll need you to wait in waiting room 4.
Okay.
We'll pass on the message, and then we'll have her come meet with you when she gets a chance.
Do you happen to have a snack table at the ready?
Unfortunately, no.
I whisper to Kaya, don't worry. I have garlic bread.
I still have my
really like
cookies
you.
I didn't give out.
What was that, Kaya?
I really like you.
Yeah, no, it's great. I actually like
Garlic bread.
fighting with you. So this is great.
And I like garlic bread.
Me and Kaya go to room 4 to have some garlic bread.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
In the meantime, please fill out this paperwork for your completed mission.
Okay. Let's see if they ever work with me.
Slides my sheet over to Reverie.
Reverie sighs. What would it take for us to become a recognized party?
All you would need to do is the paperwork. However, as the party did not take it as a party mission, it will still need to be filled out separately for the current job. But future jobs will be able to be taken as a party.
Wonderful. Thank you.
She adds another stack of papers.
Oh. Well, Referee, you said you want to be party lead?
I got it.
We still need to do it.
Anyways, everybody, to the waiting room. We'll get this filled out there.
Reverie gives a faint salute and takes up the party lead and leads them to the place.
There. You end up in
skipping
waiting
right
room.
by our side, just kind of giving a reassurance of, don't worry, you won't be doing all of it alone. She's fully intending to help out with all the paperwork.
You'll manage to get into waiting room 4, which is very much like the first room you entered in when you first got here, what feels like days ago. But can't have been that long at this point. But y'all are able to sit down and get started on y'all's paperwork, and it takes about another hour before Emma is able to drag herself in there. She looks even more run down than she did when you first saw her leave.
Hey, CC, question.
Yeah?
Is this place a no smoking area?
No?
Cool. While we're doing the paperwork and waiting, I'm going to light up a cigarette while eating the garlic bread.
Cigarettes wouldn't really be a thing they have. They have pipes.
Fine. That's kind of what I meant. Wait, I get out my pipe and just kind of puff a bit.
Fair.
Puff pass, man. God damn.
I mean, I'll give it if you want it.
But,
You gonna put a little catnip in there?
Yeah, but like while we're doing the paperwork, Kai is just like groaning really loudly, just as obnoxiously as possible, just like ah.
With
How'd you get done paperwork done before you met us?
I didn't. I just kind of scribbled on it.
Reverie's gonna sit next to Gaia and just kind of like reach up.
Gia,
sorry. I thought this was the cat. Never mind. That's not gonna work.
The cat is Kaya.
Look.
Kaya is currently groaning really loudly. Yeah.
Okay, look. Please understand. Marie is hard of hearing, and you have names that sound exactly the same to me. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
So please be patient.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
It's okay.
Okay, so Kaya is groaning, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Reverie's gonna go up to Kaya while with one hand writing is gonna reach up. Can I scratch your ear? It might help a bit.
Sure, maybe.
And she'll just start giving the bestest scritchies with one hand.
And while that is going on, Emma does enter the room, but we are going to take a 10-minute break, so we will be back shortly. For those watching, we'll see you in a second. And we're back. We rejoin the party just as Emma, the Sunblade, is walking back into the room. What does the party do? She still looks uber tired.
I offer her the pipe to smoke.
She waves it off.
I then offer her garlic bread.
Were you able to recover the Wisp Twins?
Yes, we were.
Have you written down your reports?
We're doing them right now.
Yeah.
Once they are ready, have them turned in at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Once they are put through and read through, you will get your reward. What is your plans for now?
I think we were planning to become a party.
You'll have a significant amount of paperwork to do, but I'll make sure we'll be able to keep y'all moving well. Do you have a name and leader picked out?
We're okay, so I'm working on the paperwork right now. I'm gonna be the leader, right? That's what y'all decided?
Yep.
Kinda like
Yep.
okay, cool,
yep.
cool. Hi.
Yeah, sounds
Name. I should not come up with names.
We can come up with something while we do the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
But
Also-
Ellie's going to walk
I'll start
up
thinking
to Emma
names.
and just kind of tilt her head. And then, like, look at her. You're doing a great job, you know. And she just smiles and walks back to her seat.
There's a nod, but she continues on. Whenever you're ready, we have another job for you to take up. Take the time to rest and recuperate after your couple days' travel. But once you are back, we will get you back on the job. The Wisp Twins will be joining you as they will round out your party with magical experience and expertise. But we will need you to be ready as soon as possible, so take your time and take what little rest you can. Once you are
Understood.
ready, you will be going to meet Captain Zodge of the Flaming Fist. You can either find, most likely you'll find him at their offices off to the east.
The Flaming
Or sorry,
Fist.
west.
What did the Flaming Fist want?
They're the ones that are hiring you. And they're the ones that have taken most control over protecting the people and manning the walls. So Zodge will have some kind of job for you, and he already knows to expect you.
Okay. Can't say I'm a little worried. I'm not a little worried, but job's a job, I guess.
Indeed. If there's nothing else, I do have other things I need to attend to.
All right. Garlic bread?
No, thank you.
You need your strength. Eat.
Garlic bread does nothing but fill an empty stomach. It doesn't actually give much energy. As she heads out the door and continues on.
Man, she really doesn't need to just let herself go. Stop being so wound up. It'd help her.
I think she
Anyways.
has a lot of work on her plate. Cut her
that
some
is-
slack.
That is true. You are right. Anyways, are we actually serious about doing this whole party thing? And we all just met.
Would you
I-
rather go off on your own?
Not right now. Not with all this happening.
Gia, hand on shoulder. I will never do this again while sober.
Yeah.
We need to do this now.
Okay, sounds good. I just wanted to make sure.
So what will the party do?
Ellie's
Is they have
going
much paperwork?
to
Oh, go ahead.
be-
Sorry.
Yeah, no, Ellie's gonna continue doing the paperwork, and once she finishes her own, she gets started on helping Reverie with the things for the group, and she's just humming a lovely little tune while we're all sitting there doing our paperwork.
It takes y'all a good while to get all that paperwork done, especially adding on to the party forming paperwork, which has a lot of reading the stuff. Whether or not you'll read them or not is up to y'all, but it does put a lot of weight onto the party lead.
Oh, Reverie,
Hmm.
do you think, since we have all this paperwork to do and they're only going to have a little bit, do you think we should send someone to wait for the Wisp Twins and get them to come to us when they make it out? Because I think this is going to take us a lot longer than it might take them, because they have to do just this paperwork, and she points to the specific mission stuff, and we also have to do all of that, so they'll probably be done first. Do we send someone
Oh
to
no,
wait
they have
for them?
party paperwork to do as well.
Okay.
Most of it falls on the party lead, but most of their stuff is reading terms and services.
I do think if we run too late, we probably should send someone out. But let's try to rush as much as we can while still reading. It's very important to read terms of service. You don't want to sell your soul.
All right. Well,
Uh,
while you
ooh.
guys are doing that, I guess I could go find us an inn to go stay for the night. I don't know what your guys' accommodations are like, but if we're a party, we should at least be under the same roof.
Preferably, especially if I'm taking responsibility for all of you.
Yeah. And with all the people coming in, inns are going to start filling up pretty quickly, maybe. Who knows?
People have not been allowed in this city for a little bit. The
Still,
gates are locked.
inns are going to be busy. Plus, I might be able to cut us a good deal.
Would you like to be the one to go look for inning?
Yeah, I'll go find us something nice.
I mean, gonna be honest, I've gotten used to sleeping in less than comfortable spots. I think we can afford to be thrifty, or at least I'm willing to be.
Look, there are a lot of things I'm willing to sacrifice. Comfort, not one of them right now.
Well, fair enough.
So Gia is heading out to find lodging.
Yeah.
What kind of lodging are you looking for? High end, low end, kind of in the middle?
Honestly, okay. Our parties, I probably would have asked our parties like financial situation. And I think we probably could only do like middle of the road kind of things at most. So let's go for like something. How much do the middle of the road inns cost?
On average, if you're looking for just a normal run of the mill kind of thing, you'll find students or just general laborers, traveling priests. They go for the more of the modest line, and that's 5 silver per night. The other middle one that's a little more high grade, the one that you usually get private rooms for, instead of just a bunk in an inn, you'll do comfortable, which is 8 silver pieces a night.
Okay, before Gaia, right?
Gia.
Gia, sorry, would have went out. Reverie would have given them 20 gold of her own.
Thank you. Guess I'll just put that in here real quick. What the fuck? Why is my... Come on, work, you damn bastard. There we go. My numpad wasn't working for some reason. Anyways, let's see here. Cece, can you repeat that again?
Modest is 5 silver, comfortable is 8. Modest will get you a nice, easy room with a number of different people. Effectively a bunk, usually used for traveling priests and whatnot. If you want your own room, you're going to want comfortable, which is 8. And you can still go up to wealthy and aristocratic. But
Okay,
those
before
are two
I've
minimums.
left, I probably would have asked the party if we want our own rooms or live in the same room.
And it wouldn't even be necessarily for the party. You might be with randos in Modest.
I mean, I don't really mind. I don't even really sleep. I just kind of sit there and space out for a little bit.
I'm not very particular. I just like a bed to zone out on.
I can sleep on the floor for what it's worth.
Don't sleep on the floor. Don't do that to yourself.
Why? Sometimes you find, like, treats on the floor.
Do as you
Okay.
wish.
But your back.
They're a cat.
And cats land on their feet, not on their backs. Therefore, their back should be in perfect order.
Okay, whatever. I'll get us a modest room, which will be probably some bunk beds or something. Is that okay? Is that okay for everybody?
That's a big time. Yep.
I'm cool with that.
Sounds good. And Gia just kind of goes off.
Fair enough.
By the way, wait, I that's not Gia. Gia's tone. I know that sounded maybe kind of rude. No, I'm just getting more tired as the time goes on. That's all.
That's fine. Anything else from the rest of the party as Gia is heading out?
Ellie will ask very quietly, the twins mentioned something about the church. Do you think we should try get there tonight, or should we leave that for tomorrow?
That's
You know,
up
the
to you.
whole,
How are you concerned? Are you concerned about it? If you're concerned about it, we should get you to a church sooner than later.
What's a little necrotic curse?
I mean, they did say it would last years, but if you're concerned, then we should go.
No, I'm not.
We're taking you tonight after paperwork and before rest.
Okay. Is she just gonna get back to her paperwork?
Anything else from the party?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yet as a no.
Oh. It doesn't take long before you all manage to finish all of y'all's things, and Gia, you are able to find a quaint little inn which seems rather busy, but does have enough room for your party of 5. For the entire party, for one night, it's going to be 25 silver or 2 gold, 5 silver. You will be in a room with with a total of 20 beds, so there'll be about 15 other people milling about.
Okay.
Communal bathrooms, but you are given basic breakfast in the mornings.
All right, so that is nice. Is there anywhere else around?
That's
Just
pretty much what
curious.
you're going to find for that kind of price.
Okay. I could look. Jesus, this will do. So let's see here. You said 2 gold, 5 silver.
Yep, for one night.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna do 3 gold and add 5 silver. Okay. He pays. It'll just be 5 people and also a mechanized humanoid.
They don't care about
Thing.
constructs.
Gia does not know how to honestly define Kronos. Gia is not very smart.
They recognize the description of a artificer's construct.
Yeah.
They just kind of stand in the corner.
Right before Gia leaves, he does go check out the communal bathrooms real quick. And is there like a stall I can go into?
Yeah.
Okay. I go into the stall, and I then take off the belt real quick, and then I say to it, "Okay, Helix, you looks like we joined a party. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I think they're pretty great. I don't know about you." And then after that, I just go back. I start to walk back to the adventurers hall.
Fair. By the time you are getting back, the rest of the party is finishing up with their own works. Are you all turning them in separately or just piling it on Reverie?
I'll turn in my paperwork separately. I probably left it with everyone.
Place all of my trust in our dear party lead.
Reverie opens her hands for everyone's paperwork anyway.
I will grab the individual mission ones while leaving Reverie the party one so that they're both carrying it, and just kind of smiles and starts walking towards the table. Reception. Oh yeah, thing.
Reverie will smile and walk beside her.
Oh.
We will hand those in.
Did you manage to think of a party name?
Shit.
An interesting choice of a name, but I
No.
as they fill out the paperwork and they hand over your badge.
Absolutely not.
This guy has language comprehension, right?
They have given you your paperwork with a smile and they have waved forward the next group. You have been informed that you will get your reward in about a half hour.
Can I look at the paperwork? Did it actually write down shit?
Undecided.
Whew. Okay.
About to say, CC, do not do this.
Reverie's gonna go
player
back.
needs something.
Been thinking on names.
We'll do it after session. So, the party is able to split up after that. What are y'all going to do?
Reverie's going to offer her arm to Ellie and take her to the nearest church.
Oh, wait, we should wait for the Wisp Twins. We were supposed to meet them here after we were done with the paperwork and stuff.
I am back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we go to the spot that we were planning on waiting for the Wisp Twins at.
That sounds good, and then they can take you to the church they prefer.
We're just gonna go wait over there.
You see, it takes about 10-15 minutes before they finally come wandering out. Rindor is rubbing his temples. And Ymira has still kind of got a little bit of a bounce in her step. Oh, so y'all got here before us. That's nice. Sorry it took us so long. We had to go through a lot of paperwork. Oh, shit.
Darn.
One moment, please. I need to repair it.
Don't die.
No, I'm not gonna die. I just had my mic fall on me. There we go. Sorry it took so long. You hear from Namira.
You're
No, we
you're
just
fine.
got done.
Well then, you ready to head out? Ren and I still need to go find rooms.
Actually, we just got rooms at a place.
Oh,
I can take you there.
okay, that works.
I mean,
Since I-
I gave you 20 gold. You probably could get an extra bed or two for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Since I think Emma wants us to work as a party or something like that.
You have, whether or not you're working as a party, they don't actually care. You have been put together as a group to take jobs, whether or not you're a party or not.
That
Anyways,
depends if you guys want to stick around with us.
Well, unfortunately, whether we want to or not doesn't really matter. It's a state of emergency, so we need to work with the groups we get put in. Things need to get done.
plus they just met us, guys. Let's not force anything on them just yet.
Reverie puts her nose on her, or her finger on her nose. Sorry, it's 3 a.m. here, and points. That exactly.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure Ellie wanted to go to a church first, though.
Oh, that, I mean, at some point we will, just because you guys said the thing, and she kind of just like looks at her hands and looks up at them like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
We can head to the church first, and then while you guys are getting Ellie cleansed, I'll go ahead and buy 2 more rooms, and then come back to lead y'all to the place.
Unfortunately, the churches will have been mostly closed for the moment. Best to go in the morning when the priests are at their best.
Oh, thank goodness, Helix really hates going to churches.
Who?
Helix. Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. He's been with us this entire time.
Who's Helix, and why doesn't he like the church?
You see Wisp on top of Ellie's head to pull out his knife. Look around suspiciously.
Don't worry, it's not because he's a demon or something like that. It's just my belt.
Wisp
Oh, he
looks at
just
your belt
stares
like he's gonna stab it. Sorry, go ahead.
Don't stab it. That's my
Not
friend.
yet.
You see he takes out a whetstone and starts to sharpen it, staring, giving glares at that belt.
Very Wisp will figure it out, and she kind of pets his head.
Anyways, let's get going to the end.
You all are able to move along relatively easily, moving through the streets. It's starting to get later in the day. The sun has already set, so you don't see as much movement on the streets, but there are still people moving around. But it doesn't take y'all too long to get to the inn in which Gia chose for y'all. When y'all get there, however, Rindor and Amira both kind of tilt their heads. This is one of the travelers' lodges, yes? You hear from Amir.
Oh yeah, it is. It's pretty nice, honestly.
You see she looks down, her brow furrowed. I think Naimir and I will need to look for somewhere else. We have a thing about privacy.
Okay. That's understandable.
But we can meet you here in the morning to make sure Miss Eliana gets to where she needs to be.
Sounds good. Meet us at they don't really have clocks here, do they, CC?
Oh yeah, clocks are a thing.
Okay, meet us here around, I don't know, like 8:30.
We'll probably get here a little bit earlier. We'll be here at sunrise.
Sounds good. I just want to make sure we're not like looking for you, around the town or anything. I'm not searching for 2 people in Baldur's Gate. That sounds horrible.
We said we were going to meet you here.
I know. I just wanted to make sure.
I think it's time for rest for everyone.
Anyways, I'm gonna go lick my wounds.
Fair enough. And with if anybody else has anything to say to the Wisp Twins before they head out, this would be the time.
Good night.
Have a good night. Sleep well.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. Gotta sleep off a gunshot wound.
Same.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of CTE as well.
What did you say?
Sleep off a bit of CTE as well.
CTE?
Concussion. Trauma.
Oh.
It's concussion trauma. It's what football players get after they're done like doing football stuff.
I see. But y'all are able to settle in your rooms, in the room y'all are put in. There's a number of different people already having called it for the night. Mostly worn travelers that it looks like they've been here for a while. Nobody of expensive means, it looks like. Just your average wanderer, traveling priest that decided not to stay at the churches. Laborers here from the farm selling goods, that kind of thing.
Said laborers and traders, right?
Not really merchants, no. But people that have brought their harvest in to sell.
Oh, okay. I think I'm actually. Is there anyone that's selling catnip?
Not at the moment. You're not at the market.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
We'll get you some catnip later, my man. Don't worry.
But is there anything the party would like to do for the night?
I'm just gonna take off my armor, kind of start bandaging up the wounds.
I want to do the chef's feet thing.
Fair.
Make some treats.
You're able to find a small kitchenette in which you are able to use. It's communal for everybody in the inn, but there's not too many people here at this time.
She'll go in there after she finishes her trance.
Fair. Anything from anybody else?
Are there any mice?
No.
Damn it.
You'd want poor or lower for mice.
So that's what you meant by treats. God, that's really fucking disgusting. Jesus Christ. Oh.
But as y'all do that, y'all manage to get a long rest. Nothing really happens. There's some people moving around. Some people get up before the crack of dawn to head out, which wakes some of y'all up, but they're trying to be on the quieter side. And the next morning does come.
Alright. We is gonna go after she wakes up, gets herself ready, goes to meet the Wisp Twins.
Anybody else coming along? It is still the butt crack of dawn. Or is the rest of the party staying behind to sleep?
No,
Yeah.
I get up at the crack of dawn and I go to like one of the training dummies outside. They're training dummies, right?
No, not here.
I tell the party that I'm going to go to a training dummy at like either the CC. Can I go to a guard's like house to do this? Would they allow me?
Not a random person, no.
Okay, then I'll go to the Adventures Hall where they probably have some like training dummies, right?
Not really. They have open areas in which you can train, but no training dummies.
Okay, so they don't have a stick of like a little like guy made of wood and straw that you could just fucking hit with a stick.
No, because it's not something they do there. People train on their own outside of the society.
Right. Okay. I guess I just chill at the guild hall at the inn for a bit as a breakfast, smoke. Maybe wait for Kaya to get up. or someone else. Who knows?
So, despite appearing human, Reverie would have gotten up around the same time Ellie got up and would go with her.
Fair enough. And what of Darmelian?
Darmelian doesn't really do too much. He seems to just really focus on himself and work on, well, he really works on his gear, turning some of it magical and keeping track of what he keeps in his eye of holding.
Oh, right. I forgot that. Yeah. Oh, my God.
So if I'm not mistaken, Gia's just chilling. What's Kaya up to? I don't think I got Kaya's.
You said it's a crack of dawn. Are
Yes.
there like merchants out and about now? In the marketplace?
By this point, the mercantile district is probably opening up. Yes.
Okay, cool. Kaya's gonna peruse the marketplace.
It does take you a
think
good while to get over there because you are not near it.
I think I'll join you, by the way.
Cool, sounds good.
Alrighty. So we will deal with Eliana and Reverie as you two do meet up with the Wisp Twins, who are already there waiting for you. When y'all come out, they both have little skewers of meat that they are munching on.
Morning, you two.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I mean, depends. If you mean sleep as in rest, yes. If you mean sleep as in sleep, no.
We usually just say sleep. Most people don't question it because that's what most people do. And it's easier to just deal with that kind of thing instead of trying to go through all the oddities of some people's sleep patterns.
You know, and she kind of just points at her pointy ears and just kind of shrugs. Should we get going?
Yeah. Any idea which church you usually go to?
I mean, my goddess isn't the most well known, but I'm happy to go pretty much anywhere. I don't know what this thing is. Any idea where would be best to go?
No, any of the churches would work. Preferably a healer's church.
Would you... Oh, no, we haven't been Baldur's Gate for long. Are you guys
CC.
from?
No, we wander around a lot, unfortunately.
CC, out of character, since Reverie is from here, is there a certain place, circus, people that are religious go typically?
There's an area that is specifically where most of the churches are located within the city. I can't think of the name. Religious Quarter or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you know there is an area over that way.
Reverie will pinch her nose and sigh. I know where to go.
The
Alright.
churches you'll want to stop by is somebody like Shantae, Lathander, Saloon, or Bahamut.
Shall we go to a Slough night?
And that church is around here.
Let's do that.
You'll work
And
y'all's way
Reverie will
through.
start leading them.
It takes a little while to get over to the district in which you need, but you are able to find it without too terribly much trouble. And you see churches from almost every denomination. Cross throughout the square in which y'all are in, but y'all are able to find the 7 silver stars of salute.
On the way over, Ellie's gonna keep an eye out, knowing that she's not the most well known, to see if there is anything regarding Lyra.
You don't see a full church, but you also do see an all faiths, which you know is where any of the non-large gods usually have their stuff in.
I think she will wander by there quickly and kind of drop off a little trinket or something, even if it's just like a shiny rock that she found on the way, and just kind of, pay her respects
Fair enough.
on their way over.
The practitioner here in all faiths is a wizened, old, kindly man who's got a little bit of a hunch to his shoulders. Oh, thank you for your patronage, miss. We are always glad to see those that follow the smaller gods. It is always good to see those that are not large still getting their worship. We do not want them becoming angry. Oh, forgotten.
Of course.
If I may, miss, which of the gods do you follow? Or perhaps you wish to find an old friend. Is luck on your side today, or perhaps something else? The gods are very strange when they are not well known. I've always wanted to meet more of them. It's quite the thing to see.
Well, I wouldn't say an old friend, and luck doesn't usually tend to be on my side, but I follow Lyra.
A good choice, I think. She is a wonderful woman. We all need a little more joy in our life. She brightens our days, even in the darkest of moments. You are very wise, I think.
Thank you. I hope to have the same effect on people.
A noble goal. Here, take this. It was left by one of Lyra's followers long ago, and I think you will find better use to it now. As he takes what looks like some kind of thing wrapped in beautiful yellow silks and hands it over.
Thank you. She will unwrap the thing.
You see that. One moment. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting something. Okay. You see in it there is a beautiful golden and kind of, it's a hairpin that is made out of gold and gems that is in the shape of a butterfly.
This is beautiful.
Yes, I do believe so. But would you like to see what it can truly do?
Yes.
He holds it up, putting his hands under yours, and he leans down and whispers something quietly, and you see the butterfly begin to change, going from a butterfly to a sparrow. And as the sparrow spreads its wings, the hairpin elongates into a short sword, where the wings of the sparrow make up the crossguard.
That's incredible.
Indeed. He will keep you safe, I think. It is time this blade was back in the hands of her own people.
Thank you so much. Here, and she's going to reach into her bag and take out a gold piece and lay it there with the rest of the what would you call it?
Offerings.
The rest of the offerings.
You
She leaves a gold piece and a pretty rock.
the old man lets out a beautiful harp-like laugh that echoes throughout the entirety of the church. And when you turn to see him again, he is gone. And you stand in an empty church.
He's gonna turn around to Reverie, the Wisp Twins.
The Wisp Twins were outside still. Reverie's the only one that came in with you.
You saw that, right?
Reverie kind of shrugs. Religious people are strange. At least to me. But yes, I did.
Well, I don't judge you for that.
Not in a bad way. I find strange people more interesting to be around. Just. I'm used to disappearing acts. It's more common.
Yeah, I guess you would be. We should go.
Mhm.
Ellie's going to put the pin in her hair.
You see it switches it back easily, almost as if the moment you think about it, you turn to look at it again, and once more is the beautiful butterfly. The beautiful butterfly. The beautiful butterfly.
Here, and Reverie will kind of come over and like adjust it a little bit. Ready?
Let's go. And they'll go out and meet the Wisp Twins and try to find a saloon temple.
It doesn't take long for y'all to find the place, as y'all had already seen it coming in, to find the silver stars of the saloon temple. But once in there, you meet a young woman with raven hair who seems to be waiting for you. Good morning. I believe you are here for a curse breaking.
How did you know?
The goddess tells us many things, and when people are in need of help, we are always willing to step in. Come, let us not waste any time. You have much to do.
Right. And she will follow the woman.
You get away from the Wisp Twins, who will be remaining behind along with Reverie, as she takes you into the deeper parts of the church and sits you on a chair. Now, this shouldn't be too painful. It should be nice and easy. May I see your hand, please?
She will hold out her hand.
She begins a small chant after taking her hand in yours. You feel her skin is very soft as she holds yours. And you feel a bit of tingle of power start to surge through your fingertips and spread out through your whole body. And it only takes about 2 minutes before she stops and kind of tilts her head. Now that is odd.
What?
You are not cursed, my dear.
Oh?
No. There's the marks of a recent curse, but it has been removed already. Strange.
Oh. Right. Who? Can you think of anyone who might be able to do that? To remove a curse without someone's knowledge or participation?
I suppose any mage or cleric would be able to do it of significant power. Sorcerers in specific are known for quiet casting.
A realization will dawn on Ellie that she will keep her mouth shut and nod, and she will stand up from the chair and just say, thank you for your help.
Despite
Appreciate it.
the fact I did nothing. But either way, we always wish to help, even if you don't need the help anymore. We are glad you came to have this fixed. We'd hate to see it rot your body from the inside.
Yeah, wouldn't want that. Thank you again. And she will rush out of the room to go meet up with Reverie and the twins.
The last thing you hear is you hear the beginning of whatever she's saying as you go. May you find the strength to dance under. And then you're gone.
She's gonna walk over to Reverie and the twins and give them a big smile and just say, hey, fix me right up. We can go now.
I'm glad to hear it, you hear from Nymera. I'd hate to see that curse do anything bad. It was still young, but left unattended, it could really mess somebody up.
Yeah, thank you for noticing it and bringing me here.
Thank you for being honest with us.
Yeah. We should go now. Much to do. City in peril and all that.
There's a nod. So where will this party be heading? And can I get a persuasion or deception roll from our good Ellie? Private, if you would.
Second, things are loading up.
Oh no! The loading bar is being slow.
Silly Lily Bar, you're supposed to be fast. As fuck, boy.
Whose mic's freaking out?
I have no idea.
I think that might be mine.
Nope, it's work.
Shit, what the fuck's wrong with you this time? Hello? People can hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on.
But while they are heading out, where is Ellie and Reverie actually going next? Back to the inn?
Probably
Back to the
the
Adventure Society's campus?
others.
Oops, sorry, what was
Probably
that?
back to- Said probably back to meet with the others at the inn, I would assume.
Okay,
Right?
cool, yeah. And while that is going on, we are going to jump to the other crew that's on the move, which is Gia and Kaya, if I'm not mistaken. But what are the two of you up to out in the Marcus District? It takes you all about an hour to get over there, wandering through the streets as people are up and moving again.
Shopping.
What you shopping for?
Just
Primary thing for me are like potions of healing, if they are offering any.
You know, here in the markets district, adventuring gear is a little less common. You will find some, but they're not as common. Best place to find adventuring gear like that, like magic items and a constant supply of healing potions and other potions, will be in the markets belonging to the Adventure Society. But you are able to find a couple normal healing potions. They're all lesser healing potions, which go for 25 gold each.
Ignore me, sorry. Talking back to
You're fine. Do you want to purchase any of the healing potions?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Did he give a price?
Yeah, 25 gold each for a lesser healing potion.
25 gold each. Okay.
They do 1d4 plus 1.
And we did we get paid for the last job?
You'll return that your reward would be available in 30 minutes, and then you'll left after 10.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, I honestly thought that we waited for that. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you didn't.
It's fine. We'll get it later then. I think I'll sit on that, but really quick. Do they happen to sell like catnip and shit?
You are able to find some in a bestiary or a apothecary. Both of them would hold it.
Oh. How much did it go for per pound?
You would be looking at... Let me find the price on that. 5 silver per pound.
5 silver per pound. I'll get 2 pounds.
Okay. That'll be 1 gold piece.
Yep. There you go. Worth it.
Anything else y'all are looking for?
That'll be it.
No, that's yeah. I'm just kind of there to just tag along.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I was bored.
Anything from Darmelian back at the inn, or you just big chillin'? Excuse me. Apparently not. But as y'all are able to reconvene, it's about 10 a.m. at this point. Y'all are able to reconvene at the inn. What would the party like to do now?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Well, we rested. I think we should head back to the campus. We have to collect our reward, and they told us that we have another job that they want to send us on. You know, talking to judges and stuff. We should probably get the information for that and get that started, you know?
The 3 things you'll have to do is recover your reward from the Adventurers Campus. If y'all care, find out where Kaelen went. He said he was going to meet y'all up the next day at the Society Campus somewhere to show you, because Reverie asked. And y'all have to go meet up with Captain Zodge at the Flaming Fist barracks.
So should probably go to the Adventurers campus first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
And we head over there.
Y'all are able to get over there pretty easy. Y'all are also able to collect y'all's gold. They are a little confused as to where you went, because you were told half an hour and then come back the next day. But each
We
of
were
you,
just really tired.
y'all are rewarded with 100 gold pieces total to be split among the party.
20 each.
If that's the way it gets split. But as y'all finish with that, y'all do actually see Kaelen leaning against one of the walls going through some of the other notice boards that are out here. But as y'all see him and prepare to speak with him, if y'all want to do that, or if y'all want to head to the Flaming Fist, that for tonight is where we're going to end up leaving it, as we are at the end of session. So, good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. We're looking at getting deeper into everything that's going on, as we are at the start of everything going terribly, terribly wrong. But y'all did good, and I hope y'all come back for next week. And then for those listening in, we thank you for joining us as well, and hope you stick around for next time to see what kind of trouble this band of misfits comes up with. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Bye.